Welcome back. My fire pit is working a lot better than it did New Year's Eve, which it was too wet to burn anything. Very sorry I couldn't satisfy, but I tried. So today I got a lot done after my vent. No, it wasn't that bad of a day. I vent once in a while. Every person that lives off the grid has to vent. They just don't do it so much on YouTube like me, and I know Sean James, he does a little bit, but you know what? It's not real. It's definitely not real if we don't vent. I can tell you right now. It's not an easy life. It can be much easier, but starting out, it's not easy. Isn't it beautiful tonight? The stars are going to be beautiful. Oh, there's Mr. Moon, half a moon. Can we get a zoom? I like to have one of those telescopic lenses you put on the end of your... Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good zoom. That you put on the end of your telephone. You ever see those? They magnify like 1,000 times. You can see all the craters. It's pretty incredible. But this is nice, this fire. Geez, I haven't had a good fire outdoors in quite some time. Yes, those are insulators. One melted today, then it broke. I think it's the cold, combination of cold and the heat, severe heat. So I got rock maple on here right now, pieces of rock maple. Cut up a top that snapped off one of these massive trees. Been laying there for a while. There's some of it there. I brought it out to cut up later and snap off, break over my knee, use whatever I got. There's the sun, so beautiful. These trees are massive. In the spring, there's a lady in the States that wants to come up here, and apparently she has a lot of experience with the maple syrup industry in Vermont. She wrote me the other day telling me about this, what a wonderful job I'm doing with this off-the-grid living, and apparently wants to live off the grid as well. So what I want to do is, if I sell my land, I want to develop an off-the-grid, not a community, a resort, where I can develop miniature cottages. You park your car and then you walk up the path back into the forest to your cottage, and it'll all be set up for off-the-grid living. There will be a rocket stove there to heat up your shower water. There'll have to be a regulator on it, or you'll just have to sign a waiver that we're not going to be responsible if you overheat it and burn yourself. I think there will be precautions in place so that doesn't happen. But I want to give people an experience to get to live off the grid. And to Barbie Vino out there, I think, Barbie, that you might want to live there full time. I approached the idea to you before, and you seem to have a lot of interest. I'd be open to having somebody living on site full time. It wouldn't be a miniature cottage, it'd actually be a livable tiny cottage maybe on a trailer, like a tiny house. I'll just take you for a little tour of what I was doing today. This path was working really well. You have to really guide the sled when you're carrying out junked pieces of wood for firewood, like firewood pieces. So it does work not bad. You just have to go around the rock. Excuse me, you have to go around the rocks. God, it's so gorgeous here tonight. I don't know if you can see the Lake Lewis. See down there, it is down between the trees. If there are no trees there, I'd have an awesome view. I'll just take you to show you where here's the first log. That's not the first one I brought out, but that's the second mate to it. That's an ash tree. Now I like to mill these up for lumber. Live edge planks. It's not very wide. That's probably about 8 inches across, 7 or 8 inches. Still pretty cool though. Make sure I don't fall over. And here's the tree, the rest of it. There's another log I cut off there. And there's probably another log after that. And then probably firewood after that. See some lithium rock sticking out. People say, what do you mean lithium rock? Well, it's that stuff they put in the batteries. That's what it is. Those white pieces look like granite. Those are lithium. Piece up on the stump. Under that stump is loaded. That's how I found the stuff in the first place. It's got that nice look to it. They make good boards. Really good boards. I got a few pieces of firewood out of that today. But then I found a piece, one of the trees here, I think it's this one here. Part of his top up there snapped off. And it fell down here. And the amount of wood that came out of this tree, unreal. I bet you about half a cord came out of this tree. I mean, you see what they leave in the woods after contractors so-called thin it out or cut it out? A lot of tops are left behind. There's a tree there. I'm gonna cut that down. I'm gonna saw it up into logs. It's an ash. Saw it up into planks. Use what you got. Look at this root. Look at that. The rest of it there. Got some cool fungus growing. This, that's a good sized tree, what's left. But I'm gonna leave it because it's still growing at the top. Lots of suckers coming on it. Excuse my stomach. Well, the sun is almost going down. I'm getting sleepy. There's the sun. That's all there is today, folks. Really nothing right now to show you, but just the firewood cleanup. I take as much firewood as I possibly can. I took the tops. Didn't get them all yet, but I took a lot of them. Here's some of the wood I'm able to take out. I can take out this much wood with the sled. Pretty incredible. It'll be like Donald Trump, the best it's ever been, ever will be. I don't know about the best, but it does work. It does work well, but it needs higher sides. I think the Pelican, the model Pelican, would work much better here. Much, much better. Higher sides, more room. I can just barely pull that, and thank God for the snow. Makes it a lot easier. Folks, say hi to all the sugar maple. This is what makes maple syrup. All these maple trees. So, that's all there is for right now. Oh, there's a nice little hole. Woodpecker enjoy this. That's all there is for today. I think that's it. Is that the tree? Huh. I don't know. Is it? I guess it is. Well, folks, it's been swell. Stay warm. Looks like it could be another cold night. What a view. What an amazing view. I don't know why it's all white now. Gee, I must have did something. Okay, guys. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you when I see you. Bye for now.